This 10 News Pinpoint Weather Report is sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating and Air. Nobody wows clients like we do.
This weekend, just about as nice as it gets for San Diego. Stuff kind of feels like fall because we're just not too hot, not worried about any big changes. And honestly, we stay real quiet all the way through the middle of next week. And that's my favorite part about the forecast. This weekend, we're cool, we're dry. It's going to be really comfy out there. We will see some marine layer clouds along the coast and in the neighborhoods each morning and each night. Then we don't have to worry about anything really big happening until we essentially get smacked in the face by heat and humidity late next week by monsoon moisture. But we don't have to worry about any of that right now. San Diego's at 68 degrees. We're still pretty overcast as some of our neighborhoods are still warming up, but we're going to clear out really quickly over the next few hours. And so once we get to the afternoon, we're going to see this really nice sunny day. But notice one thing. Around the county, we're going to be a little bit cooler than we tend to be for the middle of September. I have San Diego today reaching up to a high of 74 degrees. Chula Vista only getting up to 72. Our inland highs are going to be around 80 for the most part. A lot of spots not quite making it there. Same deal for the mountains today. And then the deserts are going to reach into the mid to upper 90s. Many places not even reaching that 100-degree mark. And so what we're seeing here at home is connected to a weather pattern we're seeing across the country called an omega block. It's pretty cool because this curvy pattern here looks like the Greek letter omega. And whenever we tend to see this setup, you see showers ahead of the lows. So a pretty rainy day in New Mexico all the way up to North Dakota. You're seeing the same thing for parts of the East Coast. In the middle of the country, it's sunny, it's hot, it's going to feel very summery as the heat begins to build up here. And here in San Diego, we're just kind of out the way. We're just a little bit cooler than normal. We continue to see our marine layer clouds each night and each morning, and this pattern is really stubborn. And as it stays stuck in place day after day after day, it's going to take us a long time to notice any changes. Notice how San Diego's forecast doesn't change a whole lot until we get to Wednesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, San Diego's nice and calm. It'll honestly feel like a rinse and repeat of today. And then on Wednesday, that's when we start to see monsoon moisture coming in. That's when we start to get a little humid, a tiny bit cloudier in the afternoons. And by the time we get to Friday, the chance of showers, mostly over the mountains and the deserts, there's a slight chance some of those could drift all the way to the coast. Now, we're seeing the same thing happen in a bigger way for our inland neighborhoods. They go from 80 or less today in a lot of places to reaching up to near 90 degrees by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to be tough because it's going to be hot, humid, really sticky. They certainly have a chance of seeing a stray shower or two drifting their way by Thursday and Friday, but all this is going to be centered around the mountains and the deserts. That is where we have the best chance of rain, especially once we get into Thursday and Friday. Computer models have a tough time agreeing right now, so it is possible we could see a little bit coming on Wednesday, but even for the deserts, it looks the same for everybody. Going to be hot, humid, and we are going to step into another round of that really sticky, gross monsoon type of weather. Moral of the story here, enjoy what we have going on this weekend because next week is definitely not going to feel like this.